Welcome to this first episode in this 5-part series on how to kayak. In this first episode, we will be covering the preparations and planning you need to do ahead of time to ensure your kayaking is safe and fun and it's completely enjoyable. So let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is find a location to where you're going to want to kayak. You can't just go to any place because sometimes the lakes aren't completely public and there's always a few rules, so it's always best to look at that. So the next thing you're going to want to do is look at the weather for that area because of course you want to find a day where it'll be enjoyable and won't impair the ability to kayak safely. So just look for that temperature, wind, rain, and all that.
Once you have selected a good location, you will then want to make sure that you have all the appropriate equipment needed to go kayaking safely. It's best to have a checklist of the equipment you will be needing so you don't forget anything. Some things that should be on your checklist are a life jacket, sunscreen, towel, paddles, and a water pump remover. Once you go over this checklist, it's best that you inspect your equipment for any damage, including the kayak, that would impair the ability to kayak safely.
So first thing you want to do is make sure you have a life jacket that of course will fit you. And what you're going to do, you're going to put on this life jacket from behind. Make sure you'll be able to get it there. And if you have a zipper, which that one doesn't, you can go ahead and just zip this up here. And then you're going to have these straps here. Now one thing you don't want to do with these straps is get them mixed up like having a diagonal here. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure your straps here are going right across. And you also don't want to make sure it's too tight where you can't breathe. Traveling alone isn't safe at all, so it's always best to have a buddy go with you. Even if they can't kayak or swim or anything, it's always best just to have someone there. Anyways, you also want to make sure that your friend also has the appropriate equipment, so just in case something does happen, they know what to do. To finish off the preparation for your kayaking trip, you'll just want to make sure you have proper transportation to carefully transport your kayaks to and from the location you'll be bringing them to. Well, I hope you all learned something new this episode. Be sure to stick around for the next episode where we teach you how to load, unload, and travel with your kayaks. See you next time.